So this one, sort of a bit of a controversy, but of course this is a thought rewind. So therefore, a lot of this event already past happened. Everything's good to go for the people I'm going to give my thoughts on. And I think this one happened in 2015, 2016. And that is the story of e-begging to some extent, giving people money and why, whatever their decision, it's their money. So the backstory for this Thought Rewind episode 15 is that, first of all, I talk about two people. First, Miles923, aka Maximilian Dude. At one point in the past, again, like I said, it's 2015, 2016, I can't remember the exact date, is a fan of his was, let's just say, having some struggles. So he decided to give a lot of money for this person. The guy actually was shocked, said, hey, you don't have to give me a lot of money. You don't have to do it. It's my problem. I mean, you know the story about that, but I'm not going to get into detail. None of my business. But the end is that Max said, hey, just take it. I want to help you. I want to help my community. And from what I heard also, this guy also paid him back later on. But again, I don't know the whole detail. But all I know I heard is because Max actually talked about it a long time ago on his channel. He wants to help people. That's all he does. I have a lot of respect for the guy because he does want to help the community. And he just wanted to help the guy because, I mean, if you're struggling, it feels there. And at the same time, in the same event, Happy Console Gamer's friend, his name is Robman, that's what they call him in YouTube, a best friend of his. And again, I have no problem with these two people, of course. No, I never did. I don't know why I keep saying that, but you get the idea that I just want to talk about them because I'm interested in the situation, giving my critical thoughts. But like I said, this is in the past. So same deal in 2015, 2016, like I said, I don't know what the exact time was. Robman, unfortunately, at a time, let's just say, lost his job. And what happened was he was asking his friend, hey, can you help me, help my family? And I guess some people didn't like it and said, oh my gosh, you're e-begging. And again, yes, a lot of people don't like that when you do e-begging because a lot of times people can abuse it. Potato, I don't know the situation, but I know a lot of people kind of give their thoughts about that one. And that e-begging sort of frowned upon. But the thing is that if someone wants to help them by offering them some money, I mean, it's their call. It's not like a wrong thing, but I know a lot of people don't like, oh, your favorite's in the internet, you shouldn't be doing that. But at the same time, hey, different situation. You don't know what the story behind it, so it is what it is. So on this Rewind Thought episode 15, I gave my thoughts on those two situations about e-begging and giving money to a fellow community, or basically associating this with my YouTube channel, the Mega Mix Game Showcase. And basically this particular video it's going to be a real talk video. However, it's not going to be on YouTube. This is going to be like let's just say a link gateway to my Vimeo channel, that's where I put my exclusive. And because for some of them it's for safety reason, and basically this real talk video is about me giving my thoughts about the situation, the current situation of the e-begging to some extent, and I explain it more there. But basically, for a disclaimer here, if you're offended about the situation about e-begging or money or income in the internet or YouTube or video, whatever, then first, I want to apologize in advance. And second, if you're offended, then I highly don't really watch this video, or don't even link the video there to go to my Vimeo exclusive video. It's just for people who want to know my thoughts about the current situation of e-begging. Because the gist of it is I talk about what happened with Rob, a friend of the Happy Console Gamer, which I'm a fan of. Watch their video, they're awesome. Asking help from his fans, and when Miles923, aka Maximilian Dude, decided to give a lending hand to one of his fans by giving him $6,000 of donation to this guy, because the person was actually, he is having a hard time. He's in right now let's just say, yeah, he's having a hard time right now in his personal life, and Miles 92 just wanted to help. So that's basically the gist of this video. And again, if you're offended about e-begging, even my thoughts, the first, I want to apologize to the fans, and second, again, click back now, watch like other things. I just want to give my thoughts about it. So, because again, anything that's, if I think it's a controversial video, vlog, or my thoughts, always bad things can happen to some extent, and it happened before to me. That's why. So I'm just giving everybody warning. I don't want to waste anybody's time. Like I said, it's up to you. This is not a clickbait. I'm not forcing anyone to watch it. It's up to you. If you want to watch this video, watch my thoughts about e-begging and about Rob, what Rob did and what Maximilian did. That's up to you. So I'm not forcing anyone. So there you have it. Thanks for listening. Hello. This is going to be a real talk video, and it's going to be exclusive to Vimeo. And again, for the reason is, for safety reasons, this is going to be a real talk. And so a disclaimer for anyone is, if you might feel like this kind of went personal, I do apologize in advance. But this video is a real talk, and it's something that normally I really don't get involved. I just stay out of it, even giving my opinion. But I think I'll give a bit of my opinion about the situation. So, what am I talking about here? That's a real talk. Well, lately I've been seeing this in the social media. Namely, basically, the thing called e-begging. Okay, for people who don't know what e-begging is, to some extent still, it's basically when someone, or say, a popular person or someone asks their fans, hey, can I get some money? But the problem is, instead of that money being used to help them, is you're asking, like, normally when you ask someone you need help because you're in a bind, you're in big trouble. But e-begging comes is when you ask money from your fans and you use the money just to buy some person from like your personal use. Even so, chances are you're probably not going to need it. That is what e-begging is. And for more information about that, I am going to link to you an old video from Hellsing 920 when he still does Hellsing rant. And this rant about e-begging, very, very accurate for what it is. So that's for more information. So why am I talking about e-begging anyway? This is kind of weird. Like, wow, e-begging. Well, because there's two situations when one was I was basically on Facebook reading some posts from the Happy Console Gamer, popular guy on YouTube, and he has a good friend named Rob. And what happened was, from what I heard, that Rob posted a video basically asking for fans to give him asking for money from his fans. So he said, whoa, that sounds like e-begging. Well, not yet. Let me explain. From what I heard, again, people can correct me if I'm wrong. And by the way, I'm also, disclaimer here, I am a fan of the Happy Console Gamer and his friend. I have talked to the Happy Console Gamer, a great guy, Rob. Not so much, unfortunately, because he just appears once in a while. But yeah, those two guys, great in my book. I have no problem with him. Anyway, let's just say that Rob, unfortunately, fell in hard times. That's what he was asking. He was just asking, hey, if you can donate, have a heart, some money. Again, I can be wrong here. Maybe my information will be wrong. But what happened was some of the response was somewhere, let's just say it was jerky. Because, well, I'll explain that later on. But yeah, it was going to be a bit of jerky. Because one of the biggest problems is when someone asks for money, they think automatically, oh, you're e-begging, go find another job, be a man, whatever. Really, unfortunately, not really understanding the real world, what some people don't understand. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. And basically, that it was so bad that Rob had to remove that post and even had an apologize, which, again, in my opinion, also, general, like, some fans would also say he didn't have to apologize. He did not do anything wrong. It was just, people were just upset about when he asking for money, and I'll explain my theory about that later on. And then another one is when Maximilian, dude, 8miles 923. He's a famous fighting game community personal. He contributed a lot to the FGC. People love him. He does a lot of streaming video, love video games also. He donated $6,000 to one of his fans, and some of the people again, they're like, "Oh wow, you have that money. Why are you giving that money? Like, wow, you're so bad, or wow, now you feel great. Now you're giving money to someone. Wow, man." It's like, again, I'll give my theory why some people might do it. I could be wrong, and some people are upset. I'm like, to some extent, like, why? It's his money. He can do whatever he wants with it. I mean, yeah, I mean, some people wish to have that amount of money, but again, if you want to basically get that popular or famous, do something what he does, or I don't know, do something that people would like and willing to donate to you. So again, what happened was that Miles 923 donated $6,000 to this guy, and because the reason this guy is, he was also in a bind. He was in a bind. He was falling in tough time. So when he heard about it, he said, "I gotta give back. I want to give something to his fans." And here's the reason why. Like, why would Maximum even do that? Well, because the guy who was in a tough time actually gave Max 10,000 worth of donation for the past 6 months. There you go. And here's the question: why is it even Max getting donation? Well, we should even be doing that. Again, why not? Donations are not bad. As Hellsing 923 would say, donation is not bad. It's basically is like a street guitar performer opening his case and people putting in money. He's not asking for money. He's not saying, "Oh, you better pay me to watch my video." No. If you want to see more of this, maybe I can get better equipment, just donate. That's it. That's all it is to it. It's an option. Nobody's forcing Max to give money to Max. And same goes with Rob. Nobody forces Rob to like, "Oh, you better pay me in order to do more Happy Console Gamer video." No. They're doing it for free for their fans. And if you want, your choice to donate. The same goes with Kickstarter, Indiegogo. Yeah, those are not charity, but again, it's the same thing. If you want something, it's up to you. You can want something and not pay, and it happen. So again, I mean, it is unfortunate some people will go there, like, oh, either someone asks for money or someone gives money for somebody who needs help. People get upset. And why is that? Well, my theory here is most common thing is jealousy. That's really it. There's nothing else to it because, I mean, what can you say? Sometimes, I guess people feel like life's not fair. How come Maxim is getting a lot of this donation? I got a Twitch. How come nobody's giving me donations? Like, that's what most people think. And all I can say to that one is, well, make it as good as Max. Maybe someone will donate for you. I mean, it is. You gotta understand, sometimes life's not fair, but it's not the end of the world. What Max is doing basically contributed a lot to benefit to the FGC. And you gotta also understand he does free content, and some of those content he uses his own money. You gotta understand he has to pay the bills, you gotta pay electricity bills, the equipment, the time. You can understand also, like Max even said at one point, didn't have enough sleep because he was doing a lot of things. He had to do some work with Microsoft Studio. At the same time, he was trying to offer free content to his fans. Yeah, I mean, there you go. So, I mean, it is unfortunate. I guess you could say, "Oh, well, life's not fair," but it is what it is. I mean, there's nothing else to say. So, I mean, you gotta just chill out about it. I mean, don't go up to if someone's asking for help. I mean, the best choice for you really is just, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Just ignore the video. That's it. You don't have to say anything about it because even so, oh, well, it's the First Amendment. True. Morality versus legality. Really? So you're basically gonna put someone down who somebody needs. What if that's you? Put your foot in their shoe. How would you feel when you're in dire and you need money and you're asking for your fans? And what if some of these fans say, well, you know what, forget you, we don't like you, we're not going to support you. How would you feel? I mean, it is kind of, I do apologize, this is a little touchy subject, but I really just want to give my real talk opinion about this, because it is kind of, I say it's kind of disappointing that there's a lot of that there's situations like when someone asks for someone or someone gives somebody a lot of money because they want to help someone, and the reaction is, oh wow, good for you. Well, you're trying to make us look bad. They're not. They're just trying to help. People are just trying to help, and when someone needs help, it's just that sometimes you can't do this all alone. That's where you got friends. That's where you got a community. You help each other out. And again, it doesn't have to be always about money. If you can't donate, other thing you can do: share the video, give the video more exposure, send it to your friends, send it to anyone. There's a lot of ways to basically help someone, and that doesn't always have to be money. I mean, that's the best way, but the other one is, like I said, share the video. I done that before with certain situations. So again, I mean, if someone asks for money, I mean, it's not a bad thing to some extent. It just depends on the situation. Yeah, if someone wants money because they need a new computer, then that's bad. But if someone needs it because they lost their job and they're a family man, then yeah, it's a different story. And if someone gives money because they feel like the guy needs help or they earn it, don't get mad about it. I mean, it's their money. They can do whatever they want with it. And as an old saying goes, never, ever refuse a gift from the horse's mouth. If someone gives you something because they show their appreciation, just accept it. That's it. I mean, yeah, there is like a downside a bit about that one, and because some people will take an advantage. They'll say, "Oh well, I give you money, so you owe me." No. So if someone does that, then yeah, that's a jerk move. That's not cool. Even I don't appreciate that. If someone just does it because they want to help someone with no catch, that's fine. But if someone says, "Okay, I'll give you money, but you owe me a favor," like that, then no, that's not cool. Even I wouldn't accept that because that's just jerky. So you're gonna give me something to help me, but I owe you a favor. No, not even Max. Max he didn't ask for any favor. He just wanted to help the guy because the guy helped him for the past 6 months with his donation. So there's nothing wrong with that. So anyway, like I said again, apologize in advance if somebody thinks it's personal, because I know e-begging is a touchy subject, but I want to give my thoughts about it, a real thoughts about it. So for this one, thanks for listening.